So today I want to just show a couple of things that we need to keep in mind when looking at the radio system. When we look at the home screen, if you see the home screen shortcuts looking like this, where it has a little blue icon with a person, and then the center is a message icon, and the down looks like a camera or anything else, then there is a problem with your phone. It's not been set up properly. And I'm going to show you now what the actual home screen shortcuts should look like. So if you ever see this, I'm going to show you how you can change it yourself, but in general this is something that myself or one of the other technicians will help you set up. So I'm going to press this hamburger icon up here in the top left corner, scroll down to where it says home screen shortcuts, and with this we're going to change what these navigation buttons do. So in this case the up arrow, it's showing that is on contacts. We don't want it to be under contacts, because when you try to click on the contacts from within the phone, that does not reflect the contacts that are in our push-to-talk system, meaning how you can communicate with other buses or dispatch. So what we're going to do is change that to the FM radio. It's something that you can enable yourself, and I'll show you how to turn that on and off as well. So we're going to click the center button to change that, and then we're going to scroll down to where it says FM radio. Okay? Then for this navigation center key, it currently says messaging. We want to switch that to where it says AT&T EPTT. That's the system we actually use for communicating with other buses and with the dispatcher. So we're going to click that button to change it, and it's going to select that for the navigation center key. Now for the navigation down key, we're going to change that. Currently it's set as camera. I can't remember if that's the default program, or it might be a different application that it defaults to, but we're going to change that because there's no need for us to use the camera. If you were to even turn it on, all you would see would be the back end of this anyways. So we're going to change that to our settings application. Now just to let you know, the settings are locked down to where the drivers can't access the system settings. It's just a security feature. It's more so to protect the phones against someone getting on the bus and changing settings that could cause issues with the devices, but they are password protected, so you won't have access to that, but it allows us as technicians quick access to the settings menu if we have it here on the home screen shortcuts. So now when we go back to our main menu, this is what your icons will look like. Again, the up arrow corresponds to the FM radio. The center button corresponds to this little white and blue radio icon, which is the AT&T EPTT, which stands for Enhanced Push-to-Talk System. And then the down arrow would be the settings, which shows the little cog here. So that's how you would change your shortcuts in order to access your contact list a little easier, because otherwise you had to go into the menu and you would have to find the application, then you could go into it. And so this is just keeping it this way with your home screen and shortcuts. It makes it simpler to just click that center button and it brings up your contact list. Now, as we've mentioned in previous videos, it does not make this run any faster. Pulling up the contact list, it still takes 20 to 30 seconds before you can actually start navigating in the menu here to choose a contact or to initiate a call, but it at least is one less step to get into the contact list that you need. So just a real quick tutorial on using the FM radio. So if you were to push the up arrow to turn on the FM radio, you'll see that you just adjust your volume knob here to be able to hear the radio. And so you can adjust the radio frequency by clicking the left and right arrows, and that'll change the frequency so you can listen to different radio stations. I do not recommend listening to it while you have kids on board. That's just my personal opinion, but you do you. If you want to turn the FM radio off, all you have to do is press the center button. If you look on the little on-screen diagram here, there's a little power button. So if you click the center button, that turns the FM radio off. And then you press it again, it turns it back on. If you're ever in a situation where you can't hear the sound coming out of your speaker back here, then what you might need to try to do is cycle the internal speaker from the phone back to the external speaker. And the way you do that is you press while the music is playing, and you may not hear the music playing. In this instance we can hear it, but if you ever need to check to see if maybe something's not working with your speaker, what you can do is click the little hamburger icon here and scroll down to where it says loudspeaker, and that actually pumps the audio into the phone.
We're as country as it gets.
If we then need to switch it back, then we'll just press that hamburger icon again, and then where it previously said loudspeaker, now it says wired headset, which in this instance it's not a headset, but it's the wired speaker that's connected to the outside. So we'll click that, and then we can hear that the audio has switched from the phone over here to the exterior speaker. That's just a quick tutorial on how to fix your home screen shortcuts, as well as how to use the FM radio to turn it on and turn it off, change the frequencies, and to adjust the volume, through the internal speaker or the external speaker, depending on what you might need to be checking. But I appreciate you watching this, and if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Have a great day.